afternoon on this 15th day of August 2024, this wonderful Thursday afternoon. I trust you're having yourself a wonderful day. Welcome to News Now right here on TV47. I am George Maringa. Here is what is making headlines from across the country and beyond. A father of 15 ends his life over a disagreement with his father on how to bury his mother.
Walikombana kwa ajili ya kupata ng'ombe ya kuchinja kwa matanga, na kijana akakasirika kama ng'ombe imekosekana, pia akaenda akakunywa sumu.
A group of 7 women governors in the country, known as G7, has formed to stand together with their embattled comrade Kawira Mwangaza against the impeachment motion against her by Meru leaders.
And at this time, we'd also want to express our sincere support to our sister, Governor Kawira Mwangaza, who was not able to be here today.
And a man's life is cut short in agonizing pain after torture that apparently included being made to sit on a hot frying pan. And all that for the loss of a mere 50 shillings. Let's find out more on TV47 News Now. We thank you for choosing TV47 to inform you at TV47 News on X, formerly Twitter, or at George Maringa _ is where you can find us. 22047 is our SMS line. Let's get you informed. A hand-cut pusher in Kimili Village, Bungoma County, lost his life after he was forcefully made to sit on a hot pan for allegedly misusing 50 shillings, money meant to purchase firewood for the restaurant that hired him. According to Area Chief Joan Nasimiyu, the victim lost his life after he was taken to the hospital for medical attention. Now the residents are demanding for action to be taken against the culprits.
Watu ukiwa umemtuma afanye kitu usiona mfuatilio mpige. Kama amelewa, muelewa amelewa, chukua sheria yako. Sababu huyu kijana alikuwa innocent. Kweli alikuwa amelewa. Yeye hangemweka kwa frying pan, akamtoa simu na akamkalisha kwa frying pan. Na akachomeka. Alichomeka kila kitu.
Sasa mimi naomba serikali itusaidie. Hata sababu wakubwa wetu hapa Kimili wamedharau sio hadi mkoteni sana. Hawakuwa karibu na sisi. Sasa huyu mwenye amekufa ako na watoto.
Anamfanyia kila wakati, anakuja, anamtuma, anamletea, lakini kwa sababu ya hiyo safari ya kwanza akapatwa na hiyo kashida ya kupoteza shilingi 50, ndipo sababu akamfanyia hivyo.
Kama jua kali nimepoteza ile kijana ambaye huenda nikikuwa na mzigo angenibebea. Watu ambao wamehusika sasa hivi serikali ichukua hatua kali kabisa.
Very unfortunate. A 43-year-old man is reported to have died by suicide by taking poison after a disagreement with his father in Malava, Kakamega County. The disagreement concerned the burial rites of his late mother. The deceased allegedly clashed with his father after he was denied access to resources he allegedly intended to use for his mother's funeral. Onlookers were left in shock after the father of 15 stormed out of his father's home after the disagreement and soon after allegedly ingested poison. Local authorities are investigating the matter.
Kijana huyu alikuwa anataka ng'ombe fulani ya mzee. Kuna ng'ombe ya kike ambayo iko karibu kuzaa. Na mzee alikuwa na ng'ombe mbili ya ndume na ile ya kike. Sasa huyo kijana alikuwa anafurutana na dada zao akisema atanataka hiyo ng'ombe ya kike iwawe kama watakuwa kwa matanga hii wakimaliza matanga. Na hao wakasema hapana. Sasa wakiua ng'ombe ambayo iko karibu kuzaa na papa anapaki peke yake hapa na wachukuu hawa atakuwa akifanya namna gani? Sasa huyo kijana vile waliendelea hiyo maneno sikukuwa, lakini nisikia tu hata alikasirika akasema tu pengine mlalia upande, alikuwa anataka hiyo ng'ombe ya kike iwawe tu. Ho baadaye Tulisitukia tu hata amekunywa sumu.
Wakaongea na papa yake. Bila alitoka huko, panangu alianza kupika nduru akilia, akisema ati papa yangu naenda kukufa, nimwachie shamba, nimwachie kila kitu. Na mimi nikamshika nikimkataza.
Absolutely. Now, away from that story, we will be getting more details in our subsequent bulletins. To the next story, where the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers KUPPET National Governing Council has today empowered the Secretary General to issue a strike notice within 7 days. Now, before we get to that story, let's get to Kibra, where grief has engulfed Kibera slums in Nairobi County after a section of residents were rendered homeless following a huge fire that started yesterday at 10 p.m. The agitated residents called upon the government to issue title deeds to them so that they can build houses made of stones and control the unending cases of fire in the slums.
Hapa ni Kibera line 7. Tuliadhiriwa na moto saa 4 ya usiku, ilianza saa 4 ya usiku, ambayo ni vijana wawili walikuwa wanapika na stove na ikaripuka, na badala ya kuitana walifunga mlango na wakaondoka. Na mimi kustua kwanza ni simamoto. Tulipiga simamoto wakati huo, lakini simamoto ya kwanza ilikuja saa 7. Na wakati ilikuja saa 7 haikukuwa na maji. Ilibidi ya pili ikuja ikawa iko na maji kidogo. Ikamwaga maji na moto haikupoa. Ile kitu imefanyika tu ni vijana wa huku kwetu. Hao ndio wametia bidii paka wakasima hiyo moto. Hiyo moto imepoa saa 10.
Anaongoza na wale wamepewa kiti kuangalia sisi. Watu waangalia wakisikia moto, ni binadamu wako huko juu. Hawana uwezo, wana maji, wana nini, na maji ndio unapoweza moto. Haya walitusaidia na moto. Watoto wetu wako na shida sana. Hata sisi ni wa serikali. Hata sisi tupewe title tujenge nyumba. Tuna watoto, Mungu atatusaidia. Ule yako na nguvu ajenge nyumba yake ya mawe. Akae na imani. Nyumba kama hii kuchomeka, moto iliingia ikachoma mawe na moto ikuingia ndani. Hata sisi hatuwezi kupata shida tukijenga kama wale wengine.
Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka has hinted at engaging ODM leader Raila Odinga and former President Uhuru Kenyatta to come to a decision on the top leadership of Azimio, as current Azimio la Umoja leader Raila Odinga is vying for the AUC chairmanship position. Kalonzo Musyoka's statement comes amidst recent reports of a split in the Azimio la Umoja ranks, and the Wiper party leader has also dismissed claims on the split in the Azimio la Umoja coalition. Kalonzo was speaking during the Africa Youth Forum 2024 that is happening at the United Nations headquarters.
Azimio bado ni Azimio. Hivi karibuni hata chairperson wa Azimio Summit ambaye ni mheshimiwa ambaye amestaafu Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, nadhani ataitisha kikao ili tujadiliane mambo haya kiwaziwazi. Kabla hayo kufanyika, ni kawaida, by the way, kawaida kwa mambo ya vyama vya kisiasa. Take it from me. Hata hapa amekuwa prime minister hapa. Wakenya wamjui Bodevich huyu is a former prime minister of Oslo, of Norway. And he's an expert. Norway is an expert on how to manage coalitions. That's why you heard me in my remarks paying tribute to my friend Tora, who is also in the house in this sitting, because his business is to help Kenyan political parties come up with coalition arrangements. So whenever you are talking about a coalition or parties that get together and form a coalition, it's never easy to manage coalitions. So Azimio is not exempt from things like those. When they happen, they actually provide an opportunity for further engagement. Ujue mwenzako kama ni KANU, kama Wiper, PNU, DAP Kenya, vyama ambavyo tunajua ni wanachama wa Azimio, what is ailing each of them, Jubilee kwa mfano, lakini ikifanyika hivyo basi on the deathbed Azimio on the deathbed. No, anything is possible.
Now, residents of Mount Elgon region of Bungoma County are calling upon the Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, to finish a major road in that area. According to the residents, the bad condition of roads in that area has badly affected the transport and business, further asking the government to speed up the construction as the funds for the completion of the project have apparently been already allocated.
Barabara yetu ya Kopsiro Chebiu Kipsigro Kiptoro Road ifanyiwe ile kitu inaitwa affirmative action ili tuokoe watu wetu wakuwa na barabara mzuri.
Let the road be worked on because it is the only road. Sisi ni watu tunalima and hakuna vile mizigo yetu inafika kwa soko.
To do a collective meeting for each stakeholder on roads to discuss more about our roads.
To Teachers Affairs, where the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers KUPPET National Governing Council has today empowered the Secretary General to issue a strike notice within 7 days. This is after considering failure by the Teachers Service Commission to address their grievances. They have threatened to start their strike on the 26th of August this year.
Kwamba leo hii huu ni mkutano wa National Governing Council ya Kenya Union Post-Primary Education Teachers KUPPET. Na hii ndio muungano ambama chombo ambacho kawaida kinapoitwa ndio kinaweza idhinisha mgomo wa walimu. Na leo hii wamekaa, wamesikizana na wamesema kuanzia tarehe 26 mwezi wa 8 mwaka wa 2024 walimu wote ambao ni wanachama hii na walimu wote ambao wako kwa mashule hawataenda shuleni. Kwa hivyo mgomo wa walimu utakuwa umeanza kirasmi. Na wameidhinisha kwamba huo mgomo tunaambia walimu wote wakae mbali sana na mashule. Ile distance watakuwa nayo na mashule iwe ya umbali wa kutosha, ili watu wasifikirie wako karibu na shule ama wana nia ya kusongea karibu na shule. Tunaambia wazazi kwamba tarehe 26 usidhubutu kupeleka mtoto shuleni sababu walimu hawatakuwepo.
Mbeere North Member of Parliament Geoffrey Ruku has urged President William Ruto to crack the whip on government leaders that he accused of orchestrating tribal divisions within party ranks. Speaking in his constituency, Ruku decried that the Kenya Kwanza government had lost 30% of cabinet to the opposition due to infighting within the presidency and the ruling party, noting that leaders from all regions must speak in one voice for the development of the nation.
Wakati tuko na watu ambao wanaleta conflict, discord and tribal ethnic discussion, conversation and politics day in, day out, we are calling upon the President of the Republic of Kenya that we are not happy when we see very senior offices of the Republic of Kenya, constitutional offices, preaching discord, conflict, ukabila kila siku, na viongozi kama hao, they don't merit to hold offices, senior offices, constitutional offices, zile ambazo zinaweza leta mgawanyiko katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Tunataka watu wa Mlima Kenya waongee lugha moja na watu wa Nyanza, watu wa Nyanza waongee lugha moja na watu ya Coast, watu ya Coast waongee lugha moja na watu ya Western, North Eastern waongee lugha moja na Wakamba, Wakamba waongee lugha moja na Mlima Kenya. That the symbol of national unity katika nchi yetu rais.
A group of 7 women governors in the country known as G7 has come together to stand behind embattled Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza against the impeachment motion against her by Meru leaders. According to the women governors led by Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, the move will continue to demotivate women from vying from leadership positions.
And at this time, we'd also want to express our sincere support to our sister, Governor Kawira Mwangaza, who was not able to be here today because of the impeachment that she's going through right now, and she has to prepare for Monday and Tuesday. We hope that she sails through, and that should not dissuade other women who want to run for the seat of governor. So
the 7 women governors are here for 2 days to learn from one another. The idea of women governors moving together was launched in March this year.
We are looking forward as women governors. We have talked about this for a very long time. We started the journey in Homa Bay. The idea of the G7 is to encourage women in leadership, first by starting to encourage those who are already elected, but also by coming together, visiting one another, looking at what the projects our colleagues have done. We hope to encourage those who are aspiring to leadership that it can actually be done.
A section of leaders have called on refugee students from Kakuma camp and Turkana locals to take advantage of the funding issued for mentorship and education programs by Equity Bank to better their lives. Equity Bank CEO Dr. James Mwangi affirms that the program is essential to the transformation of marginalized and displaced communities, while urging the students to refrain from drug abuse challenges that may especially arise during the holiday. Turkana Director for Education Henry Lubanga assured access of education in the county for all despite their background.
Today and tomorrow we are in Turkana County. Today specifically we are in Kakuma, and we have come to our annual Scholars Congress. We are mentoring and coaching the Elimu scholars. We avail opportunities for education to refugees as a tool of transforming their lives. This is Form 1s and Form 2s. In total, from the refugee camps, we have 6,000 scholars between Kakuma and Dadaab, and they are spread between Form 1 and Form 4.
This has been a very big day for the education of the children living in the refugee camp, demonstrating the government effort and the support of various partners, and Equity leading the pack to ensure that children from vulnerable households within the camp receive quality education in this country. This goes to demonstrate the effort the government has put in place to ensure that all children, both Kenyans and non-Kenyans, receive.
Now, in a colorful event held in Nairobi, the Sustainable Development Goals Kenya Forum and Kenya National Bureau of Statistics have today agreed to formalize their collaboration through a memorandum of understanding in recognizing the mutual benefits and shared goals in promoting data availability, usage, and enhancing the quality of SDGs reporting. The MOU aims at fostering a collaborative data ecosystem that promotes the use of citizen-generated data and enhances data literacy among various stakeholders. The event marked the formal signing of this significant partnership, underscoring the commitment of SDGs Kenya Forum and KNBS to improving data for sustainable development in Kenya.
Is about ensuring that the citizen-generated data gets placed in our national database that we use for share. We disseminate to various users.
We can increase the data sets for generation of citizen reports, but also the voluntary national reviews. But more importantly, also how then can we advance partnerships for data collaboration, advancing data within the Kenyan space, the Kenyan citizen space, Kenyan government, because data is the new fuel engine for sustainable development goals.
It has been a great process, and for the next 5 years, the MOU and the partnerships, it will be great for the advancement of development and data-driven agendas in our country.
Now, from that, Eldoret town is a town no longer. The Pearl of the Rift is now a city. This is after achieving all the milestones meant for a city. Let's have a look and listen at the ceremony, which was led by President William Ruto amid calls to upgrade the new city's infrastructure.
Into your able hands. We entrust our country, Kenya, also into your able hands. As
having satisfied itself that all legal criteria had been satisfied, and it would further Kenya's good that the municipality of Eldoret be upgraded to a city, and that on 5th December 2023, the Senate, by affirmative resolution, gave its approval to the application and recommendation that the municipality of Eldoret be conferred with a city status. Now, therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the head of state and government under Section 7 of the Urban Areas and Cities Act and all other enabling provisions of law, I, Kipchirchir William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of Kenya's Defense Forces, do hereby ordain, declare, and direct that the municipality of Eldoret has been conferred with city status.